Hi all, today I'm showing you my grandma's southern fried okra. It's so good, you're going to enjoy it. Ingredients you'll need. I've listed everything here to hopefully make your life a little easier. First up, you're going to take about 3 inches deep oil in a heavy bottom stock pot over a high flame, and you're going to use a candy thermometer to heat it to 350 degrees. Next, I take a half cup of flour, put it in a shallow dish, and now I'm slicing the washed okra into 1/2 inch pieces. And I'm going to put it in the flour and toss it around. You want to make sure it's really coated with the flour. So I think I probably added more flour to make sure. Okra is kind of slimy when you cut it. That's just how it is. Don't worry about it. And now I take 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cornmeal. And then I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then a 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, and then 1 teaspoon of sea salt. I used a grinder. I have Himalayan sea salt. So. I probably should have just used the grinder already. And then I mix thoroughly. I'm going to make sure everything is well incorporated, because this is your coating for your okra. You don't want a spot where it's too salty or too spicy or anything like that. You want to make sure it's fully mixed in. And then next I crack 2 room temperature eggs. These are large eggs, by the way, into a shallow dish. And I take a 1/4 cup of whole milk. And then I'm going to beat everything together and mix thoroughly. You want to make sure everything is fully incorporated. This is your egg wash. And then I take the flour-coated okra and put it in the egg wash. And then after that, I put it into the coating mix that I made. And I'm just going to continue this process and make sure everything is well coated. And you continue until you've coated all of the okra and the egg wash, then the flour cornmeal mixture. This takes a moment. And as I mentioned, the okra are kind of slimy, and so it will take on a lot of coating. Don't be worried about that. And then I shake off any excess coating. I use a little sieve. And now I'm just going to fry everything up. And you have to wait till the oil gets to 350 degrees, by the way. That's very important. And do it in small batches, because you don't want the oil to drop too low. You don't want to go too high or too low. That's the secret to frying. Small batches is very important, because if you do a lot, the oil will drop and whatever you're frying will take on a lot of oil and become greasy, and that's unpleasant. You want it to be crunchy and delicious. And when it's reached a nice golden brown like this, you're going to take it out. Now I have to take the candy thermometer out, I think, because it's hard getting them out. Yeah, I did. And I'm just draining everything on some paper towels. That's important. Let them drain. And then you continue until you've fried all of the okra. And you're doing it in batches, so we don't drop the oil temperature too much. I waited until it got to 350, by the way. That's important. You have to let it get back up to temperature. And when that's done, when you've gone through all of it and everything is fried, you're going to take them out and dry it on the paper towels. You can see I have the new paper towels there. A lot of oil coming off. And at this time, when they come out of the fryer, you can salt it a little bit. That's to taste. I don't really salt mine that much because, of course, I'm always worried about salt. And so, but you can just hit it with a little salt. I heard somebody say when they're vulnerable. And then you're going to serve while warm. I always put them in a dish. You can serve it with ranch dressing or some hot sauce, whatever you like. This is how they look. They're absolutely delicious. I guarantee if you make them, you'll love them. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're enjoying our content, we really hope that you are. Please consider becoming a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. We also ask that you please watch the video from beginning to end. This also helps us out. It's all because of how the dang YouTube algorithm works. Otherwise, we stay hidden. Unfortunately, requiring things like liking, subscribing, commenting, and watching the entire video to put us forth to new subscribers or possible subscribers. So we're asking everybody for their help. Thank you all for your help, and we'll see you soon. We post new videos 2 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one. You'll get great content and it doesn't cost you anything. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. This also helps out because sometimes we put up an odd video here and there, and so you'll never miss it. All right, we'll see you soon. We wanted to profoundly thank everyone for watching. We're very grateful to all of our new and old subscribers for supporting us and helping us grow. We wanted to talk about something a little more serious. The horrific wildfires in Southern California, and of course the hurricanes Helene and Milton, and all of these natural disasters that have hit across the South, to the Midwest, to the West. It's been really bad, and the Northeast as well. They have destroyed lives and communities, affecting so many here in the U.S. And they all have a very long road to recovery. And so we're encouraging everybody to donate to the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen, All Hands and Hearts, AmeriCares, and Operation Blessing, and Save the Children. We're not affiliated with any of these organizations, but we know they're doing good work on the ground. The reason why we're bringing this up, I bring it up every week though, but is because for some reason FEMA has been denying states requests for help. And this is not acceptable in my eyes because we pay taxes into these programs. So if there is a natural disaster, these communities can rebuild. And they recently denied Louisiana, they denied North Carolina, South Carolina, I believe Mississippi, and a few other states that they've been denying. This is not acceptable. We pay into these things, just like Social Security. We pay in it, or every paycheck, every time we work. We give money to Medicare and Social Security, so when we get older, we can draw upon that money to help us in our old age. FEMA is the same way. This is our tax dollars. I want to make sure people who are in need get the help they need. So I encourage you to call your senators and your congressmen to let them know, hey, what's going on? Why aren't you paying FEMA? All right, as always, sorry to get political. I'm not a political person, but this is important. As always, stay safe and be blessed.